we're going to be looking into some sentences and see how to identify the part of speech in those sentences. That's from our previous class. We've learned about some part of speech. Today, we're going to do a quick recap on that. Then we'll look into some sentences and see how to identify the part of speech in the sentence. So we're going to get started right away as I share the screen with you now, the white screen. So still on parts of speech, or we say identifying parts of speech. So the last time we defined noun, we said noun is a naming word, like words that we use to name a person, a place, a thing, or idea, and can perform a lot of different roles in the sentence. It can be the subject or whatever. So this is just a recap on what a noun is. Let me put it up here. So don't bother. By the grace of God, the video is going to be available for you, okay? So that you can put down your notes. Is that taken?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. So noun, a person, a place, thing, or an idea. You can take a myriad of roles in a sentence, from the subject of it or to the object of an action. They are capitalized when they are official name of something or someone. And these are called proper nouns in these cases. So examples of noun include pirate, Caribbean, ship, freedom, Jack, Captain Sparrow, Jack, Captain Sparrow. So anything you use to name somebody, that is a noun. And the next thing we looked at was a pronoun. So talking about pronoun, how to identify pronoun. A pronoun is used to replace a noun. Pronouns stand in for noun in a sentence. They are more generic versions of nouns that refer to people. Example, I, you, he, she, it, her, them, who, which, anybody, ourselves. These are pronouns. These are what?
Pronouns.
Very good. These are pronouns. And the next thing we'll look at, we say verb is an action word. Verb is an action word. So verb can be in present tense, it can be in past tense, but it's also is an action word. So we can look at this and say, verbs are action words that tell what happens in a sentence, what people do or what happens in a sentence. Verbs are action words that tell what happens in a sentence. They can also show a sentence subject state of being, whether it is or was, as in whether it is present or past tense. Verbs change form, based on the tense. It changes form. It could be in present, it could be in past. And count distinction, it could be singular or plural verb. And the example includes sing, dance, believes, seem, finish, eat, drink, be, became, and so on. So right now I'm going to show the next page. I'm going to divide this page now. So that is noun, verb, and pronoun. Noun, verb, and pronoun. The next thing we have to look at here is an adjective. Adjective. An adjective from previous lessons or from previous school of thought, adjective are words that describe noun, tell us more about noun. So adjective describe nouns and pronouns. They specify which one are you referring to, how much are you talking about, what kind are you saying, and much more. So adjectives allow readers and listeners to use their senses to imagine something more clearly. Example, hot. If you're talking about the state of food, you can talk about hot or the state of weather, very hot weather. Lazy, someone who's lazy. Funny, something who's funny. Unique, something that is very unique. Bright, beautiful, poor, smooth, talking about the quality of things, describing, letting us know which particular one are you referring to. Okay, let's look at adverb. Adverb actually describes adjectives and verbs. And it also describes other adverbs in some cases. So adverbs. Talking about adverbs, adverb describe adjectives, it describes verbs, and it even describes other adverbs. Are you there? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, they specify when, they specify where, they specify how, they specify why something happens and to what extent or how often it happens. Example of adverb: softly, lazily, often, only, hopefully. Softly is been repeated there. So let me remove the second softly there. Talking about how or why things happen or to what degree, to what extent. So that is what adverb does. And the next thing that I didn't think we mentioned in last class was preposition. Preposition simply show relationship. That is position. Show special, temporal, and role relations between nouns and pronouns and other words in sentence. Preposition show spatial, temporal, and role relationship. So in a nutshell, show relations between a noun and a pronoun, or a noun and a noun, or a pronoun and a pronoun, or between other words in a sentence. They come at the start of a prepositional phrase, which contains a preposition and its object. Examples of preposition are of, over, against, by, for, into, close to, out of, apart from. These are prepositions. Is that taken?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. The next one we talk about is conjunction. Conjunction are used to join words. Join words, phrases, clauses, sentences together to make simple meaning. So let's see. Conjunction here. Okay, hold on. So conjunction, join words, join phrases, join clauses in a sentence. They are coordinating conjunctions, they are subordinating conjunction, they are correlative conjunctions. Examples include and, but, or, so, yet, with. These are conjunctions. Okay. Let's look at this one called the determiners or the articles. Determiners or articles. Talking about articles, talking about determiner, I have to clean a page. Yes, that's I will. Like I said, the note is going to be made available, so don't worry about that. Articles and determiner. So this is it. Let's go through this. Articles and determinants. Articles and determinants functions like adjective by modifying nouns. We said, what did we say adjective does? It's used to describe nouns and pronouns. Is that taken?
Yes, sir.
So adjectives specify which of the noun you're referring to. If I say, call me a boy, you don't know which boy. Or if I say, call me the tall boy, then you know the particular boy I'm referring to in the class. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So that's what adjective does. Or give me the cloth. Yeah, you don't know which cloth, but give me the beautiful cloth, or the red beautiful cloth, or the red cloth. So you go to look for the red cloth. Now, articles and determinants function like adjectives by modifying nouns, but they are different than adjectives in that they are necessary for a sentence to have proper syntax. Okay, articles and determinants specify and identify nouns, and there are indefinite and definite articles. Examples are a, an, and they. He, han, and they. Determinants: this, that, those, enough, much, few, which, what. These are determinants. So some traditional grammars have treated articles as a distinct part of speech. So making the part of speech, they will say it's nine, or they make it a particular heading on the part of speech. However, more of modern grammar include articles in the category of determinants, which identify or quantify a noun. Even though they modify nouns like adjectives, articles are different in that they are essential to the proper syntax of a sentence, just as determinants are necessary to convey the meaning of a sentence, while adjectives are optional. Now, what am I trying to explain here under articles and determiner is this. The articles that we have the definite and the indefinite. The article THE is definite. This particular article THE is definite. If I say, give me the money, yeah, that means you know the money I'm talking about, because maybe we have spoken about the money before. Is that taken?
Yes, sir.
But if I just say, give me some money, you don't even know which one I'm referring to. Or if I say, give me the pen, yeah, you know the pen. But if I say, give me a pen, you're just going to give me any pen, any color of pen. Is that taken?
Yes, sir.
So when I say, give me a pen, you just give me anyone. But if I say, give me the pen, that means you know the particular pen and you know the color of the pen that I'm referring to. So that is that about at the body. If I just say, give me maybe an umbrella, you know the article A and N. A is used and N, they are indefinite, but THE are definite. So the last thing there that we're going to look at before we go into the sentences where we're going to identify the part of speech, the last thing we have to look at is interjection. What did I call it?
Interjection.
Yes, interjection. For interjection, in this case, for interjection, these are used to show exclamation. They used to show expression. Interjection are expressions that can stand on their own or be contained within a sentence. These words and phrases often carry strong emotions. They used to show emotions and convey reactions. Examples are ha, fulala, halas, whoops, ouch. Anything that you use to show yabadabadu, anything that you use to show expression is an interjection. It's an interjection. So is that clear to you, or do you have any question when we come to part of speech?
No, sir.
Okay, no question. All right, so I'm going to be bringing up some sentences now, whereby we're going to be identifying what are the parts of speech that are underlined or circled in the sentences. So the very first one I'm going to look at here says one. Let's see. Let me put the instruction. I'll say, decide which part of speech are underlined words. Decide which part of speech are the underlined words. So I'm going to put up the decide which parts of speech are the underlined words. So that means in each one I'm going to be underlining some of the words. So this is number one. This number one. The word that I'm going to underline here is, this. So can you read the sentence there?
You have to believe in yourself if you are ever expected to be successful at something.
Yes, you have to believe in yourself if you ever expected to be successful at something. And the word I want to underline here is yourself. So that's the one. So for this word, yourself, okay, I'm underlining yourself. So that's yourself. What part of speech do you think it is? Yes. Yourself. What part of speech is it? Do you know?
Preposition.
Okay, you said prepositions. Well, prepositions show relationship, but this word show is replacing an individual in the sentence? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, that is a pronoun. That's a pronoun. So I think I'm gonna need to put this up here so that I can denote it as a pronoun for you. So the underlined word, the underlined word have the pronoun. So yourself is an example of what? What part of speech? Yourself. Yes, it's pronoun. That's very good. So put on this. Now, I'm going to identify it as a pronoun for you. So yourself has been underlined, and that is a pronoun. P-R-O-N-O-U-N. So it's a pronoun. It's a part of speech. Now, the next sentence I'm going to bring up here, number 2. We're still going to try to identify the part of speech that has been underlined. Now we left, that's the sentence. We left for the mountain just before 6 in the morning. We left for the mountain just before 6 in the morning. So let me put it up here. We left for the mountain just before 6 in the morning. That's number 2. So the word I'm going to underline here is, I'm going to underline the word left. Yes, what part of speech do you think is the word left? We left for the mountain just before 6 in the morning. So what part of speech is the word left? Do you know?
Verb.
You know? Verb, very good. And the present state should be leave while the past tense is left. So verb, that's a verb. And I'm going to look at the third example here. Third sentence. What I have here. We first went to the store to buy a few things. First went to the store to buy a few things. So looking at this, we first went to the store to buy a few things. Now, what part of speech? Okay, let me underline the part of speech that we are looking for. And this is 2. This 2 that has been underlined, what part of speech do you think it is? Yes. Do you know?
Conjunction.
Okay, because you think it is joining something there. But this is a preposition because it's showing the relationship between the object and the subject, The we, people, that's a pronoun, and the store, which is a noun. And that's the word of preposition. So it's a preposition. Then the third one, and the fourth one I'm going to look at. We had a breakfast at the cafe near the rail station. We had a breakfast at the cafe near the rail station. So try to bring up that one. That's number 4. We had a breakfast at the cafe near the rail station. So the word I'm going to underline here is breakfast. So what part of speech do you think that is? Breakfast, what part of speech? According to the way it's used here, we had a breakfast at the cafe near the rail station. Yes. Had a breakfast at the cafe near the rail station. That breakfast, what part of speech Is it a pronoun? Is it a preposition? Is it a verb? Is it a noun? Okay, it's a noun. It's what? Noun, because it's the name that I call the food we had in the morning. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let me write it. So it's a noun. N-O-U-N, noun. So, next sentence, look at my friend wasn't strong enough to lift his heavy rucksack. My friend wasn't strong enough to lift his heavy rucksack. That's the next one, number 5. Friend wasn't strong enough to lift his heavy rucksack. So, and what I'm going to underline here is heavy. Heavy. So here now, what part of speech is heavy? Heavy rucksack.
Adjective.
Adjective. Very good, because it's talking about telling us the kind of obstacles. Heavy rucksack. So let me write it there. Adjective. Here we have adjective. And number 6 sentence there. 6 sentence. I helped him carry it. I'm going to underline a word there. I helped him carry it. Okay, so number 6. 6. I helped him carry it. And the so I helped him carry, and the word that I'm going to underline there is the last word there, which is it. So what part of speech is it?
Preposition.
Preposition, because it's replacing, let's assume it's connected with number 5, so I'll say it's replacing the rucksack, or it's replacing anything that you help somebody to carry, which is supposed to. Oh, do you say preposition? It's a pronoun, not preposition. Okay? I thought it's a pronoun. It's a pronoun, so it's replacing anything that it could have been that you're carrying. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
So it's a pronoun, not preposition. Pronoun. Height. Pronoun. You use pronoun to refer to inanimate objects. Pronoun. And number 7 here. 7. Sentence 7. The weather was very cold. The weather was very cold. Well, trying to bring up this weather was very cold. Let me dropping off there. So the weather was very cold, and the word I'm going to underline is very. Yes, very. And you're going to tell me the part of speech it belongs to, then you're going to tell me why it's that part of speech. Yes, I'm waiting. What part of speech is very in this sentence? Yes, what part of speech is it? Very. You know?
Adjective.
Adjective. For an adjective must do what? Must describe a noun. But this is not describing a noun here. So this is an adverb. Though it is not describing a verb, but it is describing an adjective code. So this code is an adjective. while the very is an adverb. The cold is describing the weather, yes or no?
Yes.
So the weather is a noun, cold is an adjective, while the very is an adverb. Okay, we have a few more to go. We have 8, 9, 10. We have 3 more. So the next sentence there is number 8. This year, see, my friend said, "Oh, what a cold weather." Said, "Oh, what a cold weather." Yeah. My friend said, "Oh, what a cold weather." So, and the word that will be underlining here is the cold. See, friend said, "Oh, what a cold weather." Now I'll be underlining the word cold, O-H. So, what part of speech is the word cold? Interjection. That's very good. So here, I'm going to write interjection. Interjection. And number 9. Here. So for number 9, this is the sentence I have. We didn't spend the night there. We didn't spend the night there. We didn't spend the night there. So see, we didn't spend the night there. And the word of the underlining here is the word there. So, what part of speech is the word there? The voices of men glorify you. Yes, what part of speech? We didn't spend the night there. Yes. Do you know? You know the part of speech? Okay, it's an adverb. It's an adverb because it's talking about spending the night at the place. So, adverb. And the last one, but not the least, we're going to have, we got back home late at night, but didn't go to sleep immediately. We were very hungry. So I'm going to underline a word there. Number 10. 10. We got back late at night, but we didn't go to sleep immediately. We were very hungry. So this is the word I'm going to find but. So what part of speech do you think it is? The word but.
Conjunction.
Yes, conjunction. That is very good. So it's conjunction. Conjunction. So with that, we come to the end of the class today. Do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, we have looked at part of speech. So that means if you see sentences now, you should be able to identify any given word, the part of speech it belongs to, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So do have a nice day ahead of you, and you can expect the video to this class probably before the end of today. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So, I mean, have a good time.
Hello, sir.
Okay, hello, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
we normally have enough time. Please, if we have videos
that we can go through. Okay, no problem, no problem. I will send that
Thank
something.
you.
All right.
I told my sister yesterday that I started with you. So it was yesterday that she been telling me that you had bothering. Because I was even thinking, let me. I don't mind bringing my kids around. I want
Okay.
them.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Of man is just but a breath that blows away. The biggest mountain is just but a pain in your sight. Oh no.